You're watching TOONDISE. October's here, and it's time to get creepy. The series premiere of CreepTD starts right now. Hey everyone, and welcome to the series premiere of Let's Play CreepTD. I'm your host, Scott.
And this is William here. I'm Scott's friend. And we'll be teaming up together as we play through this exciting online multiplayer tower defense game, trying to outwit, outplay, and outlast our opponents. As you guys know, Scott's not very talented, and it will be kind of hard to win with him on my team.
Look at this guy talking. Anyways, before we get started, remember that you guys can join in on the conversation of CreepTD at any time on Twitter. Just follow me at DialgaChampion. Now let's go ahead and start the game.
Oh,
And I hate this map. What a great way to kick off our new series.
actually, to be honest, Scott here has a history of being terrible at this map. Once
Yes, I hate it with a passion. Because every time we play on this map, always at least 3 to 4 enemies get through us on the first turn.
Make what, 11 seconds and 2 fast novas.
Got it.
Got it. I'll try to make the fast novas work, but I'm not sure. Maybe I can send one.
Okay, as you guys may or may not know, tower defense games are simple. You send enemies to traverse across your opponent's map. And, of course, on your side of the map, you're building towers to defeat the enemies that your opponents are sending.
Can you help me build some lovely gun turrets?
I will in 2 seconds.
And I will in no seconds. Stop getting comments on my photo on Facebook.
Okay, that was a bit random.
This is painful to watch!
There we go. And the damage begins.
Do something, Scott! Look at the damage they're taking. Okay, keep attacking, Scott.
Wow.
Keep your attack power way up.
This is phenomenal. Now, if you guys don't know what's going on right now, I will try to summarize it for you. Every 15 seconds, we move into another round of the game. Each round gives you more income, and you increase the amount of income you get every single round by sending enemies into your opponent's section of the map. Now, if any enemies get through the opponent's section, they end up losing a life. Both of us start with 20 lives at the beginning of the game, and the first team to reach 0 lives automatically loses.
And I'm seeing some serious damage. They're down to 11 already. What an amazing attack I'm doing here. I'm just
Yes, keep up the great defense, William.
Thank you for your compliments.
Now, William, do you want to explain what that EMP emitter is in the center there, what that does to our viewers?
I kind of usually hate putting it in the center, but this is a case where I'll put it in the center. And Scott here always likes to put it in the center because he doesn't know what the heck he's doing. Anyways.
Yes, EMP emitters are phenomenal, especially when placed in those phenomenal positions.
Not that position, but they're very good because they slow down the targets and you have basically awesomeness on your side.
Yes.
I saw your terrible gun turrets. They're kind of slowing me down.
I know they are.
As usual, your skill level is too low. It slows me down a bit.
I will try my best to slow you down even more.
I may need some help with that one here.
That is all on you, my friend.
Okay, let it go. There's no stopping it now.
And with an attitude like that, it's no wonder we're taking another piece of damage here.
No, we're not. Don't worry. With your skill level and my skill level combined, there's no losing here.
Okay, now, William, do you want to give a brief explanation of these basic 4 enemies here?
Yes. Basically, I'm kind of having trouble taking out the Mantel. Those very slow, but it's very hard to. It has so much HP. Well, the others, as you guys can know, they're easy to beat. Like the fast Nova's just fast. So, would you like to explain better? Because I'm not the best explainer in the world.
I can try. The first tier of enemies here, we've got a Mercury, $50, Mako 100, Fast Nova 250, and a large Manta 500. And basically, the easiest way I can explain it is enemies are sorted in order of cost versus HP. So the higher an enemy's cost, the more HP it has. Fast Novas are extremely fast, but they can be slowed down by EMP emitters. Large
Hence the name Fast
Mantas...
Nova. Hence the name Fast.
Exactly. Large Mantas, which are the red enemy, they have a lot of HP. Unfortunately, though, they are very slow. And the other two enemies, Mercuries and Makos, they're just basic ones that you send at the beginning of the match. Going on to the second tier of enemies, which I am about to send right now, Demeters are essentially an evolved form of the Mercury. When a Demeter isn't under attack, it actually regenerates its HP, which is great if the opponent team is spreading out their towers across their side of the map. Unfortunately, though, they are quite expensive.
There's always a plus and minus side to everything.
Now, if you notice what I'm doing as far as attacking is concerned, I'm building up my income to the point where I can send a Demeter at 1 second at the end of one round, and I can send another one at the beginning of the following round. That way, it makes it appear to my opponents as if I actually have more income than I actually do.
What he means to say is that since he's sending two, they think he has 2,000 income because they cost 1,000 each.
Exactly.
Scott, I'm noticing here a pattern this guy's doing. He's attacking. He's just sending weak stuff so he can build his income. Is that a bad thing?
It could be, depending on the situation.
But I'm pretty sure
What William's referring to is the fact that the first tier of enemies here, Mercuries, Makos, Fast Novas, and Large Manta, they give you 10% of the amount of their income that costs to send them. It increases your rate of income by 10%. So, for instance, the Mako is $100. I send one, my income goes up by $10. The second tier of enemies here, starting with the Demeter, you only get 9%. Third tier of enemies is 8%, and fourth tier is 7%. So obviously, the stronger the enemy you send, the less you're actually going to be increasing your rate of income every 15 seconds.
which rate of income is the most important thing ever.
Some of these players are really very professional. I mean, they can rack up their income so quickly, and you really end up in trouble after a couple of rounds.
As you can see, that our enemies don't know what the heck they're doing.
Yep, you can see that by the chat box here.
Well, are you attacking? I don't know.
It's always a great idea to come
To
up with
help
a
me
strategy
another
before the game starts, not when you're down to 11 lives.
Which is kind of a bit stretching it there. Scott, do you mind explaining how he killed your array?
Yes, that level 3 cannon tower, that red cannon tower at the bottom left corner there, is extremely powerful.
Oh.
William, do you want to go into a brief explanation on levels of towers?
Not really, no.
Okay.
You want to go?
Looks like I'm gonna have to do some more talking here. Each tower in the game, aside from the ion cannon, has 4 different levels of upgrades. Level 1 is green, level 2 is blue, level 3 is red, and level 4 is white. Obviously, if you upgrade your towers, you're increasing its attack range, its attack speed, and usually you're also increasing the amount of damage the tower can do to enemies. Now, the only downside, of course, is some of the upgrades are extremely expensive, ranging upwards of $15,000 for the last level of upgrades here. But if you can upgrade one tower, it's usually more effective than upgrading, or rather building, a bunch of weaker towers.
Scott, look how many blue cannon towers they have. I don't know how the heck they built that much.
It looks like they're investing a lot of money into defense, which is not necessarily a good thing.
Ah, it's got
And
fast.
there goes another life on our side of the table.
Scott, this was for safety precautions. I meant to do that.
Okay. Now,
I
with
thought,
any tower defense game, obviously the idea is to put the pressure on the opposing team, because as you, I'm sure, are well aware of, William, if the opponents are spending their money building defenses, it's taking time and money away from them actually sending strong enemies through our side of the map.
exactly, and that is why when Scott is doing a good job attacking, my defense is kind of much easier because then I have to focus more on. Oh shoot! Then I don't have to like worry much about because they won't have enough money to send strong stuff, and yeah, and I can build my income in time, which is what's happening right now.
It's always tougher defending than it is going on the attack, for obvious reasons, because you increase your income primarily from attacking. If you're building towers, rather than sending enemies out, your income is sort of staying at a stagnant rate.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's what I have to work through.
What's your income right now, by the way?
4,500 to be honest.
Excellent. I'm up to 10 grand. Usually, if the person defending is around 40 to 50% of the person only going on the offensive, that means you're doing quite well.
That means he's doing something right. Scott, look at how many red ones they have now. How the heck are they building that much?
That is a great question.
I
Well,
don't
I
think I could
know
build.
a level 3 cannon tower costs $3,000
So
to
3, 6,
upgrade,
9.
so I'm
Wow.
almost positive that someone is spending a lot of money on defense.
Do you think he's being helped by the other guy?
It's possible.
Possible, but highly unlikely.
Usually the best strategy for any map is to have one player on your team go defensive and the other go offensive. If both players are trying to split defense and offense together, then it normally doesn't work out well, especially against some of the more experienced players.
Yeah, that's right, but I have to add some maps where you have like a million entrances and exits. You gotta both defend and attack.
Exactly.
It becomes harder. Maybe we'll do one of those maps sometime, Scott.
Yeah, we'll definitely show one of those maps where the enemy path splits off at the beginning, and then you've got 4 different paths that you have to try to cover all at once. That is not fun.
That is extremely not fun. Unfortunately, Scott, for me, fortunately actually, Scott is amazing at defending those maps. So die, you speedy raider! Die!
Alright, so I have officially moved up to the next tier of enemies, tier 3.
You're in
I
tier
started
3?
by sending out vultures. By the way, I forgot to mention before, rays, which are $2,000, they can't be slowed down by EMP emitters, so they're usually great for going on the offense there. The next enemy up from that is what's called a speedy raider, essentially an advanced version of a fast nova, much
Essentially,
faster,
yeah.
a lot more HP. And above that is the big toucan, which is very slow but inflicts a heck of a lot of, or rather takes a lot of damage to knock out.
It does take some damage, I'm not gonna lie.
And I
Scott,
just sent out my first shark.
That was...
$25,000.
Did you have to save up for that, or how did you send it?
No, my income's up to 27 grand.
Did you send two or you sent one?
Just sent one.
Why didn't you save up and send two?
That was a typo. But now I can do that.
Ugh, those typos kill us all the time.
Yes, they do.
Okay, I'm pretty sure you're gonna send two. Oh, and your shark got through and did
There
some
we
damage.
go. Two more
See?
sharks on the way.
Two more.
The
Always
next
awesome.
level up from there is obviously the Racing Mamba, and I am closing in on that.
To be honest, I think the sharks are more better right now because he has many EMT emitters, as you guys can see.
That's a good point.
So keep sending their original sharks. They will destroy them. Left, right, and center. Oh, whoa, they both got through again. Good job, Scott.
Excellent.
Actually, one got through. Take that back.
That's why I sent two.
Send three next time. The more, the better. The more, the merrier. That's what they say.
They are down to 8 lives, and we are approaching round 60 of this speed loop map.
I don't want to break your speed loop there, but I think a shark is going to get through me. But it's okay. Let it go get through me. So you can keep attacking and make more damage. Is two white Teslas enough, Scott?
Usually, yes. Two level 4 Teslas is enough to take out a single shark.
And unfortunately, Scott, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that one.
That is a downer.
Scott, keep your attack power way up. Scott, you are doing some damage there, my boy.
Alright. And I'm actually going to have to agree with you here, William. I'm not going to send out any Racing Mambas because with the amount of level 4 EMP emitters they have out there, they would just get slowed down and then essentially crushed.
I like to use the word draped, but okay. Ah, Scott!
Oh!
That was epicness, Scott.
That was epic. Otherwise, I would have said massive epic fail if that had gone through.
And what? How many times have you ever told me massive epic fail? I'm gonna go with never.
I'm going to make that a new tagline here. It's time to level up with my enemies.
Don't level up to the Racing Mamba. Maybe the...
And we have leveled up to the huge Titan.
Oh, that... Scott.
$60,000. And huge Titans have huge HP, so even with all of those level 4 turrets in the middle here, we are good to go.
We are always good to go, especially when I'm playing with you.
Yes.
What's your income, Scott? Out of curiosity, of course.
I am up to 70... Well, now I'm up to 82,000.
That is not too shabby. I'm up to 30,000.
Excellent.
You see, guys, I try to stay in the 40 to 50 range, for 40 to 50% range of his income, because if I have much less, it means I'm doing something wrong. Or he's doing something wrong.
That's generally the idea. Because if the person doing the defensive tactics can't stay around the 40 to 50% range of the attacker, then obviously they're going to have a lot difficult time upgrading their towers.
Scott,
and that Racing Mamba is getting through!
You forgot to warn me about it. I didn't see it until it was too late when I saw it.
Yeah, sorry about that. I kind of zoned out there for a second.
You're always zoned out.
Yes.
It's not a bad thing to be zoned out.
Indeed. And now we have gone on the offensive. Leveling up yet again. I just sent out a Zeus $100,000.
Ah, that is amazing, Scott. But no, not really.
We are taking damage left, right, and center here, but so are they. And with only 2 lives left, I think we are making great progress towards a win.
I would like to call this game over, personally.
You would like to call that.
Oh, by the way, guys, Scott has his own, special move he does. Every single time he sees an opponent gonna lose, he types game over.
That's
It's like
what
an
I try
awesome
to do, and oh, here we go.
game. Oh, you see? You
Game
see? Over.
over.
That is the game. That was intense. Well played. They kind of left. Why do you type good game?
Yeah, that was just icing on the cake. But anyways, that is how you play Creep Tower Defense.
So I guess now, Scott, do you want to show them what the stats screen?
Yes, the X button in the top right corner here, if you click it, it pops open a new window in your browser. Make sure that your pop-up blocker is set to accept incoming windows there. And on this screen, we can see all these statistics. Usually, the stats at the top here are about 1 or 2 rounds behind what they actually are at the end of the game.
So as you guys can see, I had more income than their attacker, which is awesome.
That's how you know you're doing a great job. And because we won the match, our skill level actually increased. Mine increased by 11, William's increased by 14. And because I was mostly going on the attack, William had a high number of kills here, 786.
And Scott had only 4.
Yes. That's a new low record. And if you take a look at the map here, if you can see what William was trying to do at the top here, do you want to explain your strategy with all of these EMP emitters?
EMP emitters slow opponents down a lot, which is awesome. And basically, my Teslas will have enough time to kill them. So this was my strategy behind that. And I find Teslas as the most effective in the beginning because they're fast, and they actually do some good damage, to be honest.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, William, but I think one of their biggest mistakes on this map was building all of these level 4 cannon towers in the middle. I assume that they would at least want to build some more Teslas.
That was obviously a huge mistake because each one of those costs 7,500. So basically, each 2 of those are 1 Tesla, 1 white Tesla. So he could have had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about like 6 more white Teslas, which would have been enough to kill our stuff.
Wow. That's amazing. Of course, you only learn all this stuff over time, right? I know when I first started with this, I was horrible at this game, and now I'm slightly better, but I'm still no expert.
To be honest, guys, the first few games, we did not even know how to send creeps, and we'd be like, how the heck did they build that? How did they build
Yeah.
that? Remember?
Well, it also depends on the game as well, right? I mean, some games you can't send creep enemies at all. It's basically the computer sending enemies and everyone working together to build towers. And other games like co-op and 2 versus 2, you have to do both. You have to send and defend at the same time.
Correct. And that's it for tonight's episode. If you guys have any questions or comments, let us know on YouTube or on Twitter. Also, you can stay up to date with the latest episodes of CreepTD by subscribing to TOONDISE. And if you enjoyed tonight's episode, click the thumbs up button. Don't forget that our CreepTD series is all new every Sunday night, so join us next Sunday at 9/8 Central for another brand new episode. Until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next Sunday. For now, I'm William, and for Scott and everyone else here at CreepTD, we're signing off and asking you to get in the game. See ya!